Wow, what a shocker. I told you guys last week is going to be entertaining, but guess what? This week, it's going to be historical. You see, this week coming up, this weekend football, it's going to be historical. There's just 4-point gap between Arsenal, Man City, and Aston Villa. The race for the league is still on. The race for the title is still on. The race for top 5 or top 4 is beginning to heat up. Now, Man U, Chelsea, and Liverpool fighting for 2 spots, or 1 spot, should I say. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be entertaining. You do not want to miss this weekend actions. You do not want to miss this weekend games. Tune in and let's have this conversation. Let's go.
Welcome to Football Madness. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, remember to share this. Now let's go have some fun. Let's go.
Back again to another week of Premier League review and preview show. We are back for another episode, another fantastic, another fantabulous, another transcending episode. This is going to be fantastic. This is going to be extraordinary. You do not want to miss this weekend. So much has happened. So much is happening. And I promise you, so much is going to continue to happen. This weekend, it is kicking off. It is popping off in maximum frequency. You do not want to miss these actions. So many games to watch, so many key features. What are we going to see this weekend? Last weekend was entertaining. This weekend, it is going to be fantastic. It is going to be historical. You guys do not want to miss these games. Man, last weekend we saw Manchester United defeat Arsenal. Oh man, I'm still in shock. I'm still in awe. That was crazy. That was a game. Man, I miss watching games like that. End to end, both sides going at it. Man, that was something to watch. That was a game. That is, if you have to advertise Premier League, that is it. That was good. That was good football. So now going forward into this weekend, we do not want to be seeing all this low block, all this. We need to see both teams going end to end. We want to be entertained. Premier League is gradually losing its it factor. We need all these teams to be going at it, playing end-to-end football, attacking each other, scoring goals. We want to be entertained. We saw Liverpool. Bournemouth shocked Liverpool, defeated Liverpool 3-2. That was another game. That was another entertaining game. That is what we want to see in the Premier League. Entertainment. We want to be entertained. Chelsea pick up maximum point. Manchester City pick up maximum point. Aston Villa pick up maximum points. Man, this year is crazy. I'm telling you, this league is just going in a direction I did not see coming. But I am entertained. I'm enjoying it. Man, the ups, the down, the turns. Whew. Yeah, this is why we watch the Premier League, and this is why we love the game of football. The beautiful game of football. The goals, the flair, it's all shaping up to be a historical season. This season is going to be spoken of. This season we are going to talk about, because this season is going to be crazy. This season is going to be historical. I am telling you, so many shockers is yet to happen. So many surprises coming, because you do not know where it's going. I'm telling you, this season is going to be interesting. Do not miss all this action. Be dialed in, be tuned in. For this weekend games are rolling in this weekend. We're going to start with Leeds United versus Arsenal. Right now, Arsenal are desperate for a win. Arsenal have dropped points in their last 3 games. They drew to Liverpool, they drew to Nottingham Forest, and they lost to Manchester United. Right now, Arsenal are desperate for a win, because Arsenal is looking at their rearview mirror and they see Manchester City and Aston Villa coming with maximum speed. Arsenal right now, they need to pick up maximum points this weekend. Arsenal cannot afford to drop any more points, because now, this is desperation time. This is where the palms start getting sweaty. This is when your hands start shaking. The nerves are kicking in. This is when it gets interesting, because this is now we are going into February. This is the period where everyone gets desperate to pick up points. No, the ones that want to make top 4, the ones that are fighting relegation battle, everywhere is beginning to take shape. You do not want to miss out on points. Leeds United right now are seated in 16th place. They are also trying to pick up points so they don't fall into the relegation battle, so they don't get dragged down. But this game is going to be an interesting one. I think Arsenal wants it more. Arsenal needs it more. Arsenal needs this point. They need this maximum points this weekend. We saw Arsenal in the Champions League Beautiful game. They took maximum 3 points. But Champions League to Premier League, I keep telling you guys, it's different. When you watch the Champions League games, most of these teams are going to come out. Most of these teams are going to attack you. They want to pick up maximum point. So they are there to fight for maximum points. In the Premier League, a lot of these teams are happy with a draw. A lot of these teams don't mind picking up draw as long as they don't lose the game. And that is not good for the Premier League football. That is not good for the Premier League brand. I've been saying this now pretty much this whole season. Premier League need to find a way to solve this problem. A lot of these low block, packing the bus team, playing conservative football is not going to work. You need teams to be going at it. You need teams to be fighting for maximum point, both home and away, at all times, fighting for maximum points. That is the only way you keep the title being the most entertaining league. Otherwise, other leagues is going to start slipping by and start going past Premier League. Premier League need to do something about it. We need to make sure that every team in the Premier League is fighting for something. Every team in the Premier League is fighting for maximum 3 points at all times. And that is how you are going to see the same football that is being played in the Champions League. You are going to see it in the Premier League. You see how people score goals in the Champions League, end to end. Teams going at it. It's beautiful to watch. It's entertaining to watch. But when you come to the Premier League, it's a different story. And Arsenal this weekend have to find a way to pick up maximum point. Arsenal is struggling to score goals in the Premier League. Set piece is still giving them goals, but they need to find a way to score open play goals. You can only use set piece to a certain point. You need to have variety ways of scoring goals. It cannot only be set piece. This game against Leeds United, Arsenal is definitely going to try to score from set piece. That one is already obvious. But if that does not work, you need to be able to break down Leeds United. You need to be able to score from open play. This is how you win games, and this is what is going to lead you to the title. Arsenal right now are desperate. Mikel Arteta is beginning to feel the pressure, and now he has to react. They have to show the rest of the league why they want to be champion, why they deserve to be champion. You have to show the rest of the league. It's not enough to just score set piece and own goal. That is not enough. To be the best, you have to play the best football, you have to beat the best teams, and you have to be the best at all times. That is how you win the league. So right now, I feel like this is a game that Arsenal can win. The matchup wise, Arsenal should be the better side. Arsenal should have everything to win this game. Arsenal coming from drawing 2 games and losing 1. Actually, they lost their last game, that is against Manchester United. They are desperate for 3 points. So Arsenal is going to be doing everything to pick up maximum point. Leeds United, on the other hand, also need to pick up point. Also don't want to get dragged into the relegation battle. Them two are going to be fighting for their own side. So this is going to be an interesting game. It's going to make a good matchup for both sides. I cannot wait to watch this game. The key to victory for Arsenal in a game like this against Leeds United is going to start with their offensive line. They need to take their chances. They need to create chances and they need to take them. Like I said, Arsenal right now is struggling to score goals. We see Gyökeres scoring in the Champions League. We see Kai Havertz coming back from injury and scoring in the Champions League. Trossard, all these players, Martinelli, they are always having a good time in the Champions League, scoring goals. But when it comes to the Premier League, it's a different story. So this weekend, Mikel Arteta, you have to make something happen. You have to make something happen. You have to deliver. That is the only way. The secondary key to victory for Arsenal is going to be their midfield. Their midfield have to start picking up goals. It cannot only be their offensive line. They need to score goals from the midfield. Last weekend, we saw Zubimendi made a mistake against Manchester United, gave a bad pass to Mbeumo. Going forward into this game, you do not want to see that anymore. No mistake, no giving away the ball cheaply, no losing concentration, maximum focus, maximum energy, and maximum determination to pick up maximum 3 points. That is how you come out of this game. Otherwise, we are going to be back here having a different conversation next week. The ball lies in Arsenal court. I think Arsenal have everything to win this game. Arsenal is desperate and they are going to. I feel bad for Leeds. The point where Arsenal is right now, you do not want to play Arsenal because Arsenal has been backed into a corner right now. And you don't know how they are going to react. They might end up giving Leeds like 3-0 or 4-0. I'm telling you, right now Arsenal is desperate. So I feel bad for Leeds because Leeds is going to receive. They are going to receive something they don't see coming. I'm telling you, this game is really going to be an interesting one. You do not want to play Arsenal right now. They're desperate. Desperate team. You do not want to play them right now. I'm telling you, Arsenal is going to make an example of Leeds United from this game. I can see it coming. You see that pain and agony that Manchester United gave to Arsenal Arsenal is going to take it out on Leeds this weekend. You just tune in and enjoy this game this weekend. It's going to be a good one to watch. I cannot wait for this game to roll in. For the next game we have on our list, we have the game between Chelsea and West Ham United. Chelsea new coach Rosnier has come in, won his first 2 Premier League games. Kudos to them. We are beginning to see Chelsea football begin to take shape. Chelsea are picking up points. They also went to Napoli and defeated Napoli in the Champions League. So Chelsea is beginning to pick up points both in the Champions League and both in the Premier League. This Chelsea side, they're going to be a threat. I'm telling you, once they get it going, once they are settled, they get all the key components they need, they are going to be a threat because there's a lot of good players on this Chelsea roster. There is a lot of good players in this Chelsea roster. I expect Chelsea to be doing better than they are right now. But it's going to be an interesting one to watch. West Ham, I don't think West Ham have what it takes to pose threats towards Chelsea. I think this is going to be as easy as it gets for Chelsea. This is going to be a walk in the park for them. It's like taking a break this weekend. I don't see anything that West Ham is going to do to Chelsea. Chelsea is going to pretty much just enjoy themselves, pick up as easy 3 points. This is as easy as it gets for Chelsea. The key to victory for Chelsea is going to start from their defensive line. They need to make sure that they are solid and they do not give anything away. West Ham is going to try to defend. West Ham is going to try to hold the game as much as possible. They will try to catch Chelsea on a counter-attack or via set piece. That is what West Ham is going to be relying on in this game. I don't see West Ham playing any football that is going to be dangerous to Chelsea. Chelsea has all it takes. Chelsea is going to be at home at Stamford Bridge. Everything, every metrics, every tactic is going to be favoring Chelsea in this game. Chelsea not coming out with 3 points out of this game is Chelsea's fault. It's just pretty much Chelsea. Chelsea has to beat Chelsea to lose this game, or Chelsea have to draw. There is nothing West Ham is doing in this game to pose a threat to Chelsea. This is maximum 3 points, as easy as it gets. West Ham this season, they've been terrible this entire season. They started picking up points lately. Kudos to them, but we still have to look at their overall season. Their overall season, they've not been the best side. They've been terrible. Just because you start picking up points last few weeks, and West Ham is still a terrible side. And I don't think they've turned the corner yet. It's going to take a lot for them to turn the corner. No. I think the secondary key to victory for Chelsea is going to be their offensive line. We saw Pedro scoring 2 goals against Napoli. It looks good, looks confidence, taking his shot, shooting from long range. Kudos to him. So now he needs to transition into the Premier League, and leading this Chelsea attack is going to be a task. Leading this Chelsea attack is not going to be easy, but he has to do the job nonetheless. So that's going to be the secondary key to victory for Chelsea. I think this game is going to be as easy as it gets. I don't see West Ham doing anything. Chelsea is going to dominate. Chelsea is going to have a good time against West Ham. They're going to just enjoy their weekend. So for the next game we have on our list, we have the game between Liverpool and Newcastle United. See, Liverpool in the Premier League this year, 2026, they've been terrible. That's a nice way of putting it. They've pretty much been playing football at relegation level. Terrible run of form, drawing 4 games and losing 1. No win in 2026 in the Premier League. Yeah, this is where Liverpool have found themselves. This is a disgrace, man. If Liverpool don't pick up maximum point against Newcastle, they are going to go the entire January without winning any game in the. Oh, this is not it, man. At the beginning of the season, this same Liverpool side was seen as the favorite to win the league, and right now they've been playing football like a side that I do not even see. This is something I do not even expect. I don't even know what direction this team is going at this point. They are moving like a chart. Win 1, lose 1, draw. Win 1, lose 1, draw. Like no consistency, no continuity, no form, like nothing to write home about. Just terrible. And Slot, on the other hand, the coach of this Liverpool side, spend most of his time pretty much just talking rubbish out of his mouth. Instead of him to concentrate and try to get his team going, he spent most of his time doing interview and uttering total nonsense. Since the management of Liverpool have decided they are not going to fire him, to me, that's pure negligence. At this point, that's just keeping this man in the job till now is pure negligence. If Liverpool don't qualify for the Champions League next season, the management, Michael Edwards, Richard Hughes, all of them need to be held responsible. Not only Arne Slot, because if everyone is seeing that this is not good enough, and the management of Liverpool is not seeing it, then they are complacent. They are part of it. This is just pure negligence on their hand, because this is bad. They should have terminated his contract months and months ago. After losing 5-6 games in a row, that is when they should have terminated his contract. And then now you have gone the entire January without even winning one Premier League game. Oh man, I feel for Liverpool fans, man. I feel for them, man, because this is not good enough. This is not good enough. It's terrible, man. This is sad, man. It's sad. But the key to victory for Liverpool against Newcastle is not going to be an easy side. Newcastle against Liverpool is always an end-to-end football game. Always have goals in it. Always have entertainment, last-minute winner. So I won't be surprised if this game goes like one of those games. The key to victory for Liverpool is going to start with the offensive line. They need to take their chances. Liverpool creates a lot of chances in the game, but they do not finish them. They always create chances and miss them. So going forward into this game, and a slot, you need to make sure you leave Gakpo on the bench. Let's start from there. Start by leaving Gakpo on the bench, somewhere in the right bench or left bench. I know it's your favorite son, but leave that man on the bench. That is actually the key to victory. The key to victory is leave Gakpo on the bench. Let's start from there. The secondary key to victory in this game is going to be Liverpool defense. Right now, Liverpool defense is plagued with injury. Gomez is injured. Frimpong is injured. Bradley is injured. Konate, we all know what happened to Konate. He lost his dad. So right now he's mourning. He's not available. So pretty much Liverpool have 3 fit defenders available for this game. Robinson, Kakes, both left back. And Virgil van Dijk, center back. That is it. So we are probably going to see Gravenberch playing in center back and probably see Szoboszlai playing at right back. Oh, man, this is painful. My twist. When you look at this Liverpool side, and someone tell you that they spent 500 million on this team in just 3 or 4 months ago in the summertime, last year summer, you will not even believe it. This team is not playing like a team that spent 500 million at all. They are far from it. They are far from it. The level of football that they are playing is appalling, man. It's sad. It's boring. But nonetheless, this game has to be played. I think Newcastle versus Liverpool is going to be entertaining. It's going to, if you're a neutral fan, you want to watch this game, you want to tune in, you want to be locked in, you are going to enjoy watching this game. But if you're a Liverpool fan, you're going to be seated at the edge of your seat. Your heart, make sure you have a doctor next to you, because your heart rate will be jumping and jumping and jumping, because this game is going to be one to watch. It's going to be an interesting one for both sides. I feel like the game is going to be end to end. There's going to be a lot of goals in this game. No, it's going to be interesting. I cannot wait to see how this game play out. I don't see how Liverpool win this game. I really don't. I think this game is probably looking like a game that can end in a draw. That's that's even me being nice to Liverpool. That is me being nice to Liverpool, because Newcastle can easily win this game. They can easily win this game. Just follow the blueprint. Follow the blueprint, park the bus, play low block, and catch Liverpool on the counter attack. That is the blueprint. Do not open up and go toe to toe with Liverpool. Just hold your line and catch Liverpool on the counter attack. Look for set piece, look for long throw, and catch Liverpool. That is the blueprint, and you win. Bournemouth did it last week. That's it. For the next game we'll have the game between Manchester United and Fulham. Right now, Manchester United is pretty much the most entertaining side in the Premier League right now. I'm telling you, they defeated Man City, they defeated Arsenal. That's number 1 and number 2. So at this point, this Fulham game is really going to be interesting, because I don't think Fulham is going to open up the way Manchester City and Arsenal did for Manchester United. I think Fulham is going to play conservative football. They are going to hold their line. They are not going to give that much away. So I think Manchester United might have more possession than Fulham in this game. So it will be interesting to see what Manchester United look like when they have more ball possession, when they actually have to dominate the game. So it will really be interesting to see what Manchester United look like, because for Arsenal and Manchester City, Manchester United can play a low block side and catch those teams on the counter attack. But now that it is Fulham, what tactics are we going to see from Manchester United? Are they going to do the same thing they did against Arsenal, against City? Are they still going to try to play low block and catch Fulham on the counter attack? Or are they going to be forced to hold possession? Is Fulham going to be the side defending this game, or is Fulham going to be the side attack? It's going to be an interesting matchup to see how they match up tactically. I cannot wait to see how this game plays. It's going to be a good game for the neutral fan. If you're a neutral fan, you are definitely going to enjoy watching this game. The key to victory for Manchester United It's going to start with their defensive line. I've been impressed with the way they've been defending, the way they defend against Manchester City, the way they defend against Arsenal. I've been impressed. So going forward against Fulham, their defense needs to hold it. Their defense needs to be sound, solid, and give everything. Do not go that Fulham is not the same thing as Arsenal and Manchester City. Let's reduce our intensity. Let's reduce our awareness. Let's reduce our energy. No, you have to give the same energy, the same concentration, and the same effort you did against City and Arsenal. Do not overlook Fulham. If Manchester United show up the same way they did against Manchester City and Arsenal, they do the same thing against Fulham, I think they win this game comfortably. I think they pick up easy three points against Fulham. But if they should go and get complacent and look, oh, Fulham don't have the same attacking power like Arsenal, like Manchester City. Let's take it easy. Let's not do too much. Yeah. The greatest humbler is the Premier League. The day you don't show up in the Premier League will make you pay. The day you don't show up in the Premier League, I'm telling you, Premier League is the greatest humbler. You have to show up week in and week out. And that is what Manchester United have to face this weekend. The secondary key to victory for Manchester United is going to be the offensive line. They need to score goals. To beat Fulham is a side that can score goals. Fulham is a side that play expansive football on a normal day. They've been picking up points. They won 10 games this season. They're not an easy side. They play expansive football. They attack their opponent. They score goals for fun. So Manchester United, yeah, this game is not going to be easy. So you have to make sure that you score enough goals to win this game. I feel like both sides is going to score in this game. It's going to be end to end. So whoever scored the most goals win. But I think Manchester United have what it takes. I think I can see Manchester United winning this game. I really can see it. They have what it takes to win this game. But their offensive line will need to step up. They need to take their chances. With the likes of Ahmad, with the likes of Konya, and with the likes of Mbuemo being fit, available, I think they have everything they take in that attacking line to pose threat to Fulham and to defeat Fulham. It's going to be an interesting watch. Manchester United fan, you guys are going to enjoy watching this game. It's going to be a good weekend of football. I cannot wait for all these games to roll in. For the last game we have on our list this weekend, we have the game between Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester City. This is an interesting matchup. This is looking like a Champions League round of 16 quarterfinal type of matchup on a normal day. But this is the Premier League. Tottenham in the Premier League have been terrible. Like, Tottenham in the Premier League is seated in the 14th place for a reason. They've been terrible in the Premier League. But when you see them in the Champions League, they're winning games. They're picking up maximum points. They made the top 8. They qualify for the round of 16. They're doing well. That goes back to the things I've been saying in the Premier League. In the Champions League, most teams play expansive, most teams play end-to-end, most teams are forced to go out and chase maximum points. But in the Premier League, it is physicality, it is strength, it is running up and down. The technical part of the football is not high as much as it used to. We need to get back to playing technical football. Not all those pace and power, pace and power, pace and power. That's what Premier League is beginning to look like. PMP. Right now, Premier League is looking like PMP, and that is not acceptable. We need to get back to the technical part of the league. Technical football. Ball on the ground. Ball passes moving. Chance being created. Goals being scored. That is what we want to see. Enough with all this long throw. Enough with all this corner kick. Enough with all these free kicks. I am done. I want to be entertained with, please, Premier League. PMP is done. I do not want to see PMP anymore. I want to see technical football. And that's what Tottenham problem is. Most of the side Tottenham play against, they've been catching Tottenham on the counter-attack, taking advantage of Tottenham players. Tottenham is not a physical side. They don't have physical players. So when they come across all this physical side, they get bullied. They don't have what it takes, especially their midfield. They get bullied week in, week out. And that's their problem in the Premier League. It is too physical for the Tottenham players to handle. But going forward against Manchester City, City is not the side that is going to play physical football. So I think it's going to be better for Tottenham. They are going to enjoy this game, but I think Manchester City is going to be too much for Tottenham to handle. The game is going to be way better than what Tottenham have been facing when they're facing a team that is just way more physical than their players and being bullied, being pushed over, being Jesus, Tottenham have suffered. Well, like I said, I think this matchup is going to make sense for Tottenham. Tottenham is going to enjoy playing this game, but I think Manchester City is just too much for them. And Manchester City right now, they can smell blood. Yes, they can smell blood right now. Arsenal drop point last weekend. Manchester City pick up maximum point. They close the gap to 4 points. So now they do not want to go dropping point right after that. So Manchester City is going to be desperate to pick up maximum points. Right now is when the palms start sweating. Yes, the desperation start kicking in. The anxiety, the pressure is piling up. And now it gets interesting. So on the other hand, for Manchester City against Tottenham, I think Manchester City is going to be the better side on the day. I think Manchester City is going to have everything it takes to win this game, but it's still the game of football. You do not know. It can always go anywhere. It can go anywhere, anyhow. But I think this matchup makes sense for Manchester City. Tottenham is not going to be the side that is going to be playing low block. They are going to open up. There's going to be space behind the defense. There's going to be space in the midfield for Manchester City to have fun. Manchester City to play their own football. So it's going to be an interesting watch. I cannot wait to see how this game shape out. I cannot wait to see how this game play out. It's going to really be a good footballing game. For the neutral fan, we're all going to enjoy watching this game. I cannot wait. The key to victory for Manchester City in this game is going to start with their defense. Their defense needs to be solid. We saw City dropped a lot of points recently before they finally won last weekend. So their defense needs to be sound. Gay coming to that defense. Gay looked good in the last game. Well, his first game for Manchester City and the last game for Manchester City, the game they played last weekend. Gay looked good, though it was a Wolf side, not really the best side footballing wise that they played. So going forward into this game is really going to be an interesting one to see how they match up against Tottenham. I feel like this is going to be a test for them. Wolves was an easy side. I knew that was going to be an easy one. That is a game they needed after drawing 3 and losing 1. They needed an easy game. They got an easy game. They picked up maximum points. So now let's see what comes next when they face a side like Tottenham Hotspur that have good players. They have technical players. So we are going to see how this game is going to shape up. It's really going to be an interesting watch. The secondary key to victory for Manchester City in this game is going to be our offensive line. Haaland scored goal in the Champions League. Haaland finally ended his goal drought. So now coming into the Premier League, I feel like this is the weekend. We all need to go get our captain. This is an opportunity to actually use your triple captain. Triple captain Haaland, or put a captain on Haaland this weekend. I feel like Haaland is coming to entertain himself against Tottenham Hotspur. Haaland is going to have a field day. If you're playing fantasy football, give Haaland that captain this weekend. It's really going to be an interesting one. I feel like Haaland is about to enjoy himself. He is going to enjoy himself this weekend because Tottenham is going to play expansive and there's going to be space for Haaland to do his thing. There will be space for Haaland to run behind the defense and Haaland is going to make Tottenham pay. I'm telling you. You heard it, TFS. It's really going to be an interesting one. I cannot wait to see how all these games play out. I cannot wait. Man, this weekend, it's really going to be a good one. I cannot wait. We are going to get to see how Carrick tactics is going to shape up against Fulham, because Fulham is not a side. It's not going to be like Arsenal and Manchester City where they can sit back and catch Fulham on a counter attack. No. They will have to go out and they will have to play against Fulham. The same way Fulham will probably be the other side. They will try to catch Man U on the counter attack. So I'm going to see how Carrick tactics, the tweak he's going to make. I cannot wait to see how he shape up. On the other hand, for Arsenal is desperate to pick up maximum points against Leeds, and Leeds is going to be at home. Leeds can be troublesome sometimes, but I don't think it's going to be this weekend. I think the desperation for Arsenal and the pain and agony from losing against Manchester United at home last weekend, that's the pain they are going to take out on Leeds this weekend. It's going to be a good one. And Liverpool, who knows what direction where Liverpool is going. Liverpool right now is moving like a pie chart. They are going up, they are going down, they are going right, they are going left. They do not have any consistency, any continuity. They are just going as the wind blows. So no one knows what to expect from them. Manchester City, they're trying to course correct. They dropped a lot of points at the early part of January, but they won their last game. So what comes next after that? All this and more we are going to see this weekend. Guys, I cannot wait to watch these games. These games are going to be entertaining. Guys, remember, it's not personal. It's just football. We have come to the end of another episode of Review and Preview Show. I'll see you guys next time.